Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and how y'all doing? You doing all right? It kind of looks like the world's like on fire at the moment. We're gonna get through this, I promise. So, Venus is officially at 24 degrees. However, she's in an exact square with Eris, and Eris is now direct. Eris is the god of I'm sorry, the astro of okay. And the sun is now at 23 degrees. Working out of that square with Chiron, we're getting ready to square Eris. And as you can see, they're out of that opposition with Jupiter. Now, Mars is at 22 degrees. We have Venus at 18 degrees. Y'all know 18 to 22, Mars is squaring Chiron. Now, in my daily yesterday, I told you guys to pay attention to the ships. And the UK announced that they were going to start intercepting some of Russia's ghost fleets. So, keep an eye there. That was announced just as the moon had made that conjunction with Poseidon and trine Kronos. Now, keep in mind, the moon's going to be conjuncting Lilith and opposing Uranus. So, we are still in a full moon cycle. We're going to be building up to the balsamic moon, but that's not going to be until as we get closer to the Capricorn new moon, which is going to be on Sunday. Okay, today's just Tuesday. Well, this is the daily in the astrology for Tuesday, 1/13. Okay, so we got a couple more days to go before we start getting into that new moon energy. I told you guys, this week is the week that shit could truly hit the fan, and I'm seeing a lot of tension. I'm feeling a lot of tension, and just be mindful. If you travel, be mindful if you travel, whether it be plane, boat, car, truck, bus, you name it, train, okay? Because Mars is working into that opposition with Jupiter, and then on Friday, Mars is going to square Chiron. I'm sorry, Mercury is going to square Chiron. So, got a little ways to go, truly, before it starts easing up a little bit. Now, keep in mind, at the end of the month, at the end of January, we're going to have Neptune. This is going to be on the 26th. We're going to have Neptune ingress into Aries, and things are really going to heat up then. But it's also going to burn the illusions, okay? Where has the propaganda truly been? Who's truly been telling the truth and who's lying? Okay? Within, and I'm not just going to say those here, I'm going to say all of them, okay? Neptune and Pisces, there is a lot of propaganda, and it's across the board. So, listen to your intuition, call in protection. If something feels off, you feel like you shouldn't go anywhere, listen to it. This is not the time to be out protesting, because it'd be extremely painful. Chiron 22 degrees, square Mars 22 degrees, Mercury at 18 degrees. Like, things could be very painful. You can have fancy bracelets, or you could, there was just in LA, this was yesterday, last night, a U-Haul truck drove through a ton of protesters. Like, Emotions are heightened. We have the moon in Scorpio, just finishing up its trine with Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. All this opposing Jupiter, it feels like you are fighting for your life, truly, right? All this energy in Pisces. Saturn's now at 27 degrees. So, take a deep breath, pause, okay? Take a deep breath and pause. Is it truly worth being out to risk getting hurt, something happening, getting fancy new bracelets? So, we're building up to this Capricorn new moon. Is going to be at 28 degrees. Now, I've already shared with you guys I will not be holding my Capricorn healing circle. Capricorn new moon healing circle. I just have way too much going on. So, Uranus and Taurus. We are going to see a lot of changes within our money. Like the stocks could be doing great one minute and down the next. I watched it with Trump talking about certain companies. Like we can see oil, like nothing stable with Uranus and Taurus. Taurus rules our money, our resources. So just keep that in mind, okay? We're not on stable ground just yet. Let's see. Give me one card for the energy for today, please. It feels like it. Like, not even. It feels like it. It feels like the ugly is being put on spotlight. Like, when I say it feels like the ugly is being put on spotlight, like, these are some of the most negative cards that you can get, okay? You know, the Five of Pentacles can represent being left out in the cold, getting the cold shoulder, not feeling included, or feeling like you need to walk away from people that leave you out. And then the Five of Swords is all about taking more than what you should or getting away with anything. Karma, the devil, truly, okay? And it doesn't shock me that the devil's showing up because we are in Capricorn season and the devil does represent Capricorn, but this is the first time it's actually shown up during Capricorn season. So, if there's fighting, abort mission. Wait until you got a little bit better aspects. Like, this is, I'm going to kill you energy. And I don't even think I can say that, but 22, 18, 22. We're going to duke it out until there's one person standing up, okay? So far, nothing major has happened just yet. But as I told you, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, we've still got some time for shit to hit the fan. And this exact Mars square Chiron with Mercury being at 18 degrees, please be careful. Listen to your intuition. If you are out in public, if you're out in crowds, all the things, okay? If you are a U.S. citizen and you're traveling outside of the country and they say, hey, you might want to leave, you might want to listen, okay? There's also issues with passports. I know I mentioned this yesterday. There's issues with passports, all those things, okay? So, this is the time that you need to keep your head on a swivel. You need to do some major internal gut checks. Pay attention to your surroundings, okay? I love y'all. Happy Tuesday, happy Mars Day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you soon. for another update. Bye.